They judged him by his uniform. And because of that, they never saw his mind. To them, he was just a janitor. Someone who cleaned after everyone left. Someone whose voice didn't matter. But one quiet moment changed everything. Once upon a time, in a tall office building filled with glass walls and important titles, worked a man named Samuel. Every morning, long before meetings began, Samuel arrived quietly. Not to sit at a desk. Not to lead a team. He cleaned floors, emptied trash cans, wiped fingerprints off glass doors. And while he worked, he listened. Executives walked past him without eye contact. Phones pressed to their ears, talking about numbers, deadlines, and problems. Samuel never interrupted. He never pretended to belong. But he heard everything. He heard managers argue over the same problems every week. He heard ideas being rejected before they were understood. He heard meetings end with confusion instead of solutions. No one noticed the janitor standing quietly in the corner. And that's why he noticed everything. Samuel wasn't uneducated. Life had simply placed him somewhere people didn't expect intelligence to be. He read during his breaks. He thought deeply. And he understood how systems worked, not just in business, but in people. 1 month, the company began to struggle. Sales dropped. Stress rose. Voices grew louder. One day, the CEO called emergency meetings. Consultants were hired. Strategies were changed, then changed again. Nothing worked. Late one evening, long after everyone had gone home, Samuel was cleaning the boardroom. The CEO was still there, tie loosened, head in his hands, staring at numbers that refused to make sense. Samuel hesitated. He had never spoken to the CEO before, but something inside him said, "This is the moment." Quietly, respectfully, he said, "Sir, may I share something I noticed?" The CEO looked up, surprised, tired, skeptical, but he nodded. Samuel spoke carefully, not with confidence, not with ego, just honesty. He explained a pattern he had noticed, a small mistake that kept repeating, a simple oversight everyone missed because they were too close to the problem. The room fell silent. The CEO didn't respond right away. The next day, the idea was tested, and it worked. Within weeks, losses slowed, then stopped, then reversed. People wanted to know who had come up with the solution. When they heard it was the janitor, they didn't believe it. Until the CEO said one sentence that changed everything. He wasn't invisible. We just weren't looking. Samuel didn't rise because he demanded respect. He rose because he had always been prepared. Here's the lesson. Never confuse position with intelligence. Wisdom doesn't always sit in the biggest chair. Sometimes, it's standing quietly in the corner. And if you feel unseen right now, remember this. Your value isn't decided by where you stand today. It's decided by what you carry inside you. One moment can change everything.
Don't forget to subscribe, like and share for more.